I'm really not happy with my hair today, and I know the solution to that problem is I should have washed it last night, but I didn't do that, so I'm not happy. Hello, Friendzies, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this video. You read the title, you clicked on it. Get ready to get to know me uncomfortably well. So today's episode, as you can tell by the title, is I am addressing the daddy issues allegations. And if you know me IRL, you're like, what allegations other than the truth? But again, we're gonna get to know me uncomfortably well in today's video. So, what brought this on is I've been seeing and being sent a lot of TikToks lately talking about how you have daddy issues if all of your faves in, like whatever K-pop groups you like are the rappers or the leaders. And I felt violently called out, specifically because of this group. Because my bias line in Stray Kids is 3 Racha. And then when my friend sent me that and I thought about that, I was thinking about like other K-pop groups that throughout my life I have liked, and like Big Bang was my big thing back in like 2012, 2013. And I'm like a trash Big Bang fan. Is it top or just T.O.P.? Because that was my bias there. And I talked about it in like my B1A4 video that Borrow is my favorite and B1A4 was my favorite. I had to look it up because I didn't know anything like going on with them past like 2013, and I didn't know he wasn't there anymore. So that was like sad and upsetting. But I also wanted to look back on like what other like celebrity and like franchise and like musical obsessions I've had and pinpoint the daddy issue. Whoever follows me on Instagram, did you see, I want to say the other day, because for me it was the other day, but by the time this video goes up, it was a while ago. Did anybody see the post that I shared on my Instagram story that was like, say you're a Stray Kids bias and no one bats an eye, but, but say you're a Bang Chan bias and society calls me, and it cut to like a picture of the definition of daddy issues on Google. And it's the Mitski song, My Baby, My Baby. There was a different one I saw on TikTok forever ago, and it was that whole thing, but when it goes, but society calls me, and it cut to the beginning of Daddy Issues by the Neighborhood. You guys have definitely know this if you've been watching my videos for a while, but before I got back into K-pop, because I left for a while, my thing was Marvel. My hyperfixation was Marvel. And like we all know that I am a Bucky Barnes stan, but I also just am Bucky Barnes, and I feel like Bucky Barnes already screams daddy issues. He also screams trauma. And screams when he gets tortured. I feel like Bucky Barnes already screams daddy issues, but the thing is with me, and if you haven't seen some of my videos where I talk about this, I'm going to talk about it here. 2 of the people that are like some of my best friends in the entire world, I love them to death, like they mean everything to me. 2 of them that I have been on dates with are both like Captain America stans, Captain America, what's the word? Kinnies. And I have a thing. I went on dates with both of them. Like, they're my best friends, but honestly, both of them, if they were like, Heather, I want to kiss you, I'd be like, fuck, I'm down. So, I have a weird Captain America kink, apparently. So, the fact that that is a thing, and then my fucking uncomfortable obsession with Chris Evans for a while there back. I think it, like, realistically, it ended, like, early 2022. No. Yes. It ended like early 2022. Because I was like, actually, no, I feel like it ended in like 2021. My weird, like, Chris Evans specific, but my like Marvel obsession in general, because then in the beginning of 2022, I was like starting to be like a Wilbur Soot stan. Lovejoy stan, and I still love them, don't get me wrong, but I didn't like go full into like obsession with them. I kind of just like stayed back. Speaking of aligning specifically with this video, obviously through the Wilbur Soot Minecraft VODs all over my TikTok, Philza. I love me a good Philza video. Especially with QSMP, when I was still getting like a lot more TikToks about that, I would only ever get the Philza ones. I wasn't getting ones from anybody else. There was like an occasional Charlie Slimesicle one, but I was getting all of the Philza videos of him taking care of Cheyenne and Tallulah. So, who was my, I don't know if this, I'm gonna say this. You tell me if these align with daddy issues, okay? My faves from 1D and 5 Sauce were Zane and Callum. Michael is my bias wrecker. I know my friends are going to come on here and be like, what about Michael? You always talk about Michael. You had Michael merch specifically. Yes, absolutely. But Michael's more of a bias wrecker than my bias. Callum was always my bias. Did you know that Callum Hood and I are exactly a week apart in birthdays? I'm a week older than Callum Hood. Callum, if you see this, do you want to have a joint birthday? We could fucking rock it. Anyway, I don't know if those specifically align with daddy issues, but then like I said, like Top from Big Bang and Borrow from B1A4 and specifically 3 Racha from Stray Kids, with Bang Chan being my ult bias. Can you hear Daddy Issues by The Neighborhood playing? If you can, that's not good. Let me know, because that's copyright on YouTube. Does Charlie Beckendorf being my favorite character in the Percy Jackson series, is that daddy issues? Is that... If somebody tells me it is, I'm gonna be like, God fucking damn it, but also not super surprised. Kyo was always my favorite from Fruits Basket from like day one. Kyo and Hatsuharu. I feel like Kyo specifically says daddy issues, but Hatsuharu I feel like is more whispered daddy issues. You feel me? Because Hatsuharu and Rin have their whole thing, and Kyo has daddy issues himself. But I feel like him being your favorite says that you have daddy issues. So sorry any other Kyo fans that didn't think they had daddy issues, because you do! It's the fact too, you know what? Fuck. It's the fact too that I'm like a Diego Hargreaves skinny from Umbrella Academy. Yikes. It's the fact that I would defend any Umbrella Academy character to like the death when all of them have daddy issues. Charlie Spring. I'm a Charlie Spring kinny from Heartstopper. He's got mommy and daddy issues, and honestly... Well, I think that's that for that. This is a very, like, short and sweet little video, and I get nervous when the videos are too short because I'm like, oh, they're not interesting enough, there's not enough information. But then I remembered that my Not So Berry episodes are, like, half an hour to 46 minutes long. So I think sometimes you guys would appreciate a short video. It just makes me nervous because I feel like I'm not doing enough. It's not interesting enough. But I will leave that there. All of you are getting to know me very uncomfortably well, and I hope you don't mind, because I am an open book. I will share literally anything. All you have to do is ask, to the point where it's probably not appropriate. But I'll do it anyway, because if the conversation is uncomfortable, I'm not uncomfortable, you're uncomfortable. If I was gonna be uncomfortable, I wouldn't say anything about it. But if I say something that then you're like, geez, I wish I didn't ask, that's on you, that's not on me. You know what I mean? So I'm super comfortable sharing these kind of things. If you're not comfortable hearing about them, I'm so sorry. But also, this is my channel, I can do whatever I want. So... I hope you enjoyed that. I addressed the daddy issues allegations, and guess what? What do we call her? As Blondie says, as Miss Swift says, the rumors are terrible and cruel, but honey, most of them are true. Alright, please leave a like if you enjoyed, and really just think, damn, she did that, huh? Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye! I'm so sorry. The problem is I have no shame and it's everybody else's problem.